one and one, nine and one.
And also Buddhist pagoda, and also we see the marble village, marble carving village, and also we will go to Marble Beach in Danang, and then we are supposed to be back here at about 1:30. About 1:30 we just during Vietnam War, Danang is also very big, very important city of the South. From 1954 to 1975, our country was divided into two parts. So Danang belonged to the south of Vietnam, and here we are about 250 kilometers away from the DMZ, from the border between North and South Vietnam. So we are the south of Vietnam. And during the war, there are many American basements in this area. In Vietnam, many people seem to use the home too much. Think so? Yes, sir. Some of the reason many people try to drive in the middle. And many people try to drive in the middle, so sometimes they have to use the home to drive them to the side, to the right hand side. Many big fishing boat, and also many basket boat. You saw the basket boat or the row boat? From here you also see one Buddha statue on the left hand Catholic, and some are Hinduism or Taoism, but most of Vietnamese people no religion. We just many people worship the ancestor, worship our ancestor, no religion. Have a big family. We still have big family today. During so crowded. How many people here? Just about 1 million people. 1 million people in this city. Not so crowded. We have a lot of motorcycles in Vietnam. We don't have many cars, but a lot of motorcycles. We have a young population in Vietnam. About 70% of Vietnamese people are under 30s, are in the age of 30s or under 30s. So we have very young population, and about 70% of Vietnamese people live on agriculture, on farming. So motorcycle is very convenient, especially most of the motorcycle come from where? The most of motorcycle in Vietnam you see here, it come from what country? What country make it?
Korea? Korea?
Sorry, China. We have a lot of Chinese products. Yeah, because the Chinese products are very cheap. One Chinese motorcycle, like this one, you so lucky, like that man. It costs about 10 million dollars. $10 million. So how many dollars? About 500 US dollars. And one Japanese motorcycle costs about 25 million dollars. So it costs about 2.5 times more. So normally many people prefer to have a cheap one, a Chinese one of like. And certainly the quality is different. It's very similar. Two motorcycles are very similar, very hard for even for me. I use this one and I get used to this kind of motorcycle. That's even for me to recognize, to tell you if one like this is Chinese or Japanese. Very similar. That's a judge, a Catholic judge. More people in Vietnam are Buddhist. We just passed a market. You saw the market on your left hand side. We will see that market later. We will see the jam museum. Our country, the map of Vietnam. So you are here. You are about here now. You are in Danang city now. You are in the central of Vietnam. And in the war, during Vietnam War, right here, this was the border between north and south. It's about 250 kilometers away from here. So almost about 20 years, the Vietnamese people, the relative, couldn't meet each other for about 20 years. And everything gone in 1975. So no more. And you came from Saigon, right? You came from Saigon, it's about here, Ho Chi Minh. And Hanoi, that's our capital city now. So China, and this one is Laos, Cambodia. Have you heard about this? Java? You heard about this? This one? You read about this? Java, what's it? Java? This was a country name. Java was a country name. Where is that? Where was this country? This country was from here to this one. Actually, the center of Vietnam was the let's see. And now the government of the people try to stop this so the French will try to go
Yes, please.
to this reason to touch France and take us in this
Wisdom and love. War.
He's the son of Shiva. You heard about Shiva? Shiva is the most powerful god in Hinduism. He's the god of destruction and also creation. Shiva. Have you seen this before? It's Shiva, God Shiva, in 7th, 8th century. No? one I call Linga. 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 And this one they will call Yoni. Why? And this one to worship three most important Hinduism god. This one for Brahma. Brahma is the god of creation. And this one is Vishnu. Vishnu is the god of protection or preservation, to preserve. And this one is for Shiva, the most powerful god, the most important one in Hinduism. So Shiva, Vishnu, Brahma, three gods. And in the old days, normally these things were put in the main temple, in the main Hinduism temple. The local people will go to the temple and then they will go around and pray. Somebody will have some water to pour over this with water over the man symbol and lady symbol. Then the water will become holy water in this way, turning holy or sacred snakes around. You have a lucky number? You have a lucky or unlucky number? What's your lucky number, please? 6, 7, 8, 3, 9. The people don't mention about it. It's different, yeah. The people have different numbers. Lastly, see the goddess of wealth. Lastly, so the Indian people or the Indonesian, some Hinduism countries, we worship her as a goddess. In the morning, they burn some incense stick or they together with the lady place on the table, and also they are holy forms to help the spiritual world. Many people try to jump ahead because they think the head is the most important, the most holy the state. So when they jump ahead, they look like the gods getting more blessed. When the this something very how to stay lady food. The Cham people they was mainly Hinduism, the Hindu Buddhism was in the early Danang city. And this area now also
That's a guy of protection. I need to go rub his belly.
Have you tried beef in Vietnam? Have you tried beef in Vietnam? Beef? Good price a little bit hot.
Man.
You recognize this place? Do you recognize this place? You saw this in other places. This one is Misa.
Tiger.
Yes, look at the head. It is his head. It's hanging out. Look at the feet. This is what's going to happen in 5 hours. Chicken. Staying tight.
It with little black seed in the middle. So you have it.
Those are long down over here.
Mango sweet. Mango sweet. Yeah, you feel it. Rambutan. This one. This is the most expensive fruit here. Mangosteen is the most expensive one.
Why?
Yeah. Very nice. It's about $40,000 per kilo. So about a little bit more than $2 US dollar. Pomelo. Lotus to make salads. And we have a call. We use this to start a conversation. And that's simple for dry fish. We buy fish and when we fry it, they make this thing.
Very. Wheat ribs.
This one, right? Yeah. Okay.
That's what
$70,000 for.
The both side picture, yeah. We see with the both side we use the very fine material. So the dress woman when the embroiders you can look at on the back side, yeah. For normal, for one embroidery picture, first of all the artist will draw the picture on the paper first by pencil. And then we copy the suitable track for that picture.
Of the local or the fishermen living around here. They were buried here a long time ago, like about 20-30 years ago. At the moment, the local people, and normally once a year we have a death anniversary for the death person, and also a good chance for the people in the family to have a get together. So New Year or death anniversary, that's time for the people to have to be together, not birthday of somebody. Many people don't know their birthday. That's the wonderful floor. Sometimes it's so big. but they might also have buffalo meat together with the beef and also maybe one of buffalo. Let's see the Buddha, Siddhartha, or Sakyamuni Buddha. His have the finger point to the heaven, and one finger down. He said, "The heaven, that's the king of the heaven over there, and I'm here." And normally the lotus leaf is the above. You remember inside the market? I showed you. Remember last May. Got this last May, the god of wealth in the museum, but with his smiles all the time, the people wish for happiness. And he's the Buddha.
Dead.
The difference between Hinayana or the other small one, Mahayana is the biggest one, biggest. On the living like we will back to the place that we
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Can you film me jumping down?
Jump.
3, 2, 1.
I would just love to sit on the beach for a few hours.
This one is this land also for hotel. There will be a hotel here. You can see the air base here. This one is the second air base of American soldiers during the war. "67-meter high Buddha statue." Yeah, when we go along this one, Furama Resort is the biggest resort in Danang. Also now they also build one hotel here on the hill in case the tsunami. Or the local people call non-nude beach. This one, if you come here in the afternoon, it's about 5 o'clock. It will be very busy, very busy. Or in the morning, in the early morning. Vietnamese people want to go to the beach in the early morning for morning exercise or Tai Chi as a tourist. In Hoi An, there's a very nice hotel if you want to stay by the beach. And the people they use light to attract the fish. Yeah, they stay overnight in the. It's the pagoda on the left hand side. It's the Buddhist pagoda. This timber, they will.
The gym.
Of 524 nautical miles, we need an average speed of 14.5 knots for arriving into Hong Kong on Sunday morning, just around 8:30. The weather forecast for this evening and tonight, as soon as we are out here clear of the coast, we can expect south-southwesterly wind. Mostly overcast skies. May have rain showers.
Hey, how you doing?
Sea. As I always do, I do remind you, if you feel like be careful walking along.
Please not. Don't do it. You can play with the wheel. You can play with the wheel. If you want for pictures, just we can grab here because now we are on autopilot and even if you
But it's not fun if it's on autopilot.
okay.
It's like a
You
child.
take out the autopilot and then we play around. We go like this.
I'm afraid that the passengers will fall down from the sofa and,
Who cares?
and the beds.
Have some action.
They will blame me after that.
We're not obstructing the radar by standing here, are we?
No. The radar antenna are up there on the main mast, basically. It's not a problem. Okay, we will start. If somebody join us, I will explain to him also if he has any questions. Good afternoon one more time to everybody. Welcome on our bridge tour. I am the first officer. Basically, I am the navigator, and this is our kingdom here. That's why welcome in our kingdom, the wheelhouse or the bridge. I'm going now to explain you basically what kind of equipment we have here, how we are steering, how we are driving the ship, and also if you have any questions you can feel free to ask me and don't hesitate. Even now you can see there is coming one target. During our lecture we will see even how we are moving to avoid collisions. Okay, let's start from the wheel. Everybody are asking, is that the wheel of the ship? Yes, that is the wheel of the ship. Now it's moving free, now it's moving without any limitations because we are on autopilot. And the autopilot now is keeping our track. What we are doing, just we have to load the track to the ship that we want, and the autopilot is following the track. But all the decisions for the track and all the decisions for the route are made by one of my colleagues and of course from the captain. My colleague is preparing the route, he is giving to the captain for improvement, and if there is any remarks from the captain side, he will make the remarks, he will make the corrections, and that's all. After that, once when we have the ready route, he's let's say he's fixing, he's putting all the details, the waypoints and everything in the electronic chart. This is actually the electronic chart. Once when the route is in the electronic chart, we are loading the route, we are activating the route, and after that we are following the route. We have all of these gadgets here. That is, let's say that's our electronic chart, that is our radars, and here everything is not duplicate, everything is triplicate. We have 3 electronic charts plus 3 radars, because here the passenger ships are with very high precautions, and the safety of the passenger ships is on the top level, just to be safe for everybody, for us, for you, for everybody. Basically the radar is our eyes. 10 minutes ago we passed through cloud with rain, and if you notice that we lost the visibility inside in the cloud. In that case we can obligate to the radars. Sometimes also last cruise we had very restricted visibility in Korea area. Now I hope so that it's already passed. That was because of the changes of the seasons, and now it's okay, I hope so. And basically in that case, if you don't have visibility at all, we are obligating only to the radars. The radar is the equipment that is giving us all the necessary information. Let's say that now, for example, you can see here one small yellow spot. That is that ship that is coming a little bit to our starboard bow. I can get closer to that ship, and once when I get the ship here, I can require his details. I mean speed, course, destination, where it's going, and everything what I need. And of course the radar is automatically calculating, is that target is danger for us or not? How close we will pass to the target if we keep our course and if she keep the course. And if we can see that if we are approaching, if we are getting closer and closer and closer, that means that we have to alter our course and to avoid the collision. You can see now here one small arrow, that is the vector of the ship, and it means that she is moving in that direction with that speed. This is our vector of the ship, this arrow here. Just a moment, I will try to make it more visible, our vector, and you can see that if you are keeping in that direction and if she's keeping that direction, we are getting, let's say, a little bit closer. For more details, just I will point the cursor on the ship. I will press one of the function, and here is coming all the details of the ship. CPA, that is close position approaching, we will pass one cable. Now it's almost two cables. This means that if she doesn't alter the course, we have to alter our course, because two cables is so close for us. According to the COREG, that is collision regulations, the safe distance for the overtaking and for approaching should be 3 miles. Let's say that in that area that we have a lot of fishing boats and a lot of traffic, it's not possible to follow the rules strictly and to avoid all the targets from 3 miles away, but at least we are trying to do it half mile, even for the fishing boat. Sometimes if there are a lot, even less for half a mile. Asking our details to the other ships, and if you go here to the menu of the radar, and after that you can see now our destination Hong Kong ETA 2330, that is UTC. It means that is 7:30 in the morning, our local time here. Draft of the ship. Cargo, no additional information. It means that we are passenger ships. That's why is this. And after that, here you can fix the state. Underway, moored, tanker, and everything. And also here you can the persons that are carrying on board. 377, that is together with the crew. 205 passengers plus 172 crew members. It means that it's 377. And if I want to see that details to this ship, just want to see here. Underway sailing, I cannot recognize the name and the call sign of the ship, but at least it's giving me all the details, the destinations and everything. Let's go here to see. This is our truck. No, I cannot now catch the name of that ship. I cannot now catch the name of that ship. But at least I have all the details of the course, speed, etc.
So what point will you alter your course then? How close will you get before you alter your course?
Actually, you can adjust also once when you're doing your route on the electronic chart. You can adjust everything. Just let's say here you can give radius for turning 1 mile, and after that, let's say about 4 cables or 5 cables before the alteration, this the radar and the electronic chart is giving you alarm that you're approaching the waypoint, and also the autopilot is following the track, and just you have to put the execution. It means that you have to, once when you are approaching the waypoint, and the ship will turn automatically by itself. Here is, I start from here. Let's say that is our gas pedal for the drivers of the cars. That is the pitch of our propellers. Our propellers are variable pitch. It means that you can turn the blades. And basically what we are doing, we are with permanent RPMs from the engine, and only turning by the blades with the different angle you can move the ship ahead or astern. Diesel electrical propulsion, this means that we are running diesel generators to produce electricity for the engines. And after that we are also already with electrical propulsion. This is again duplicated. One gyro here, one gyro there in front of my man there that is looking out. Plus the old-fashioned magnetic compass. Because as you know that it's electronic, everything can happen. We have to be with the magnetic compass.
Not a periscope.
No, it's not periscope. It seems like, yeah, it's not like, but it's not. Many of the passengers ask me, is that the periscope and can we see the submarines? Unfortunately, no. And if we can see the submarine, she's not already submarine. She's ship, because if she came on the surface, she's coming ship.
That leads to the question, how close do we go to the North Korean zone?
What do you mean, how close?
How close to the sea, how close to the land in North Korea do you go?
Depend. If you know, basic rules is that we have to follow the shorter way. The shortest way, let's say, and we are trying to save fuel, we are trying to save time, we are trying to save money, of course. And how short, let's say that if you have some area that is specific and you have to pass through that area, you can pass 3-4 miles from the island. South American main engines plus two small main engines. Now it's working 1 and 3. It means that it's one big engine plus one small engine, and we can combine each one engine depend of how much speed we want. Let's say that for the next destination, Hong Kong, our required speed just to be on time 7:30 on the pilot station is 13.7. You can see all the details here on that screen, and exactly here is ETA, estimated time of arrival 7:30 pilot station. The plan is for 7:30. Time to go, you have 17 hours more, and the distance 235 miles more, and dividing the distance by the hours, you can have 13.7 required speed. Now we have exactly 13.7. You can see here up there in the corner of the radar, and depend of the combination, but usually if you are running let's say 2 small or 1 big and 1 small engines, we are making about 10 tons per 24 hours. We are burning 10 tons per 24 hours.
How many knots, sir?
Sorry?
Knots.
How many knots we are doing?
Yeah.
Now we are doing 13.8. And the maximum speed of the ship is 16 plus. Depend of the weather, the current, the wind, and everything. If you are in 4 engines, of course.
Have you ever had an emergency situation?
Lucky no.
What do you convert a knot to a miles per hour?
Let's say that it's 1.852. 852.
1.852.
Yeah, that it's
Knots
meters.
per mile.
No, that is meters per hour.
Meters per hour.
Yeah. If you calculate it in English mile, that is 1.609. You can translate. Comparing with the signal from the shore, and it's calculating the.
It's the horizon distance.
No, it doesn't. That's my job. I have to clarify that. With the smoke detectors and with the fire screen doors and water is the organization that is controlling the charts and your positioning.
Outside now?
No, it means that it's open now.
One question everybody wants to ask you, do you have good health?
Good
health?
Let's say yes. I'm not considering about the health. I'm considering what I have to check the fire equipment.
Yo, I'm the first boy to wear formal shorts. That's cool. I should be in the Guinness Book of World Records for looking this good in formal shorts. Bang!
Yeah, okay, cool.
Why are you filming me fixing my hair?
Turn around.
This is one of those rare times where you fix your hair.
my good side.
Yes, it is.
For the camp.
And the natural role of the next strong emperor was to unify the country. Now, while it's improbable that the 5 emperors actually existed, it is known from archaeological finds that there were people living in the Yellow River Basin and along the Yangtze River, both circled there approximately, from at least 5000 BC, that is, during the period of those 3 pre-imperial dynasties. Tomb sites have been found at any number of places, and I've shown just 3 from this early period, at Hurmadu, which is circa 5000 BC, Longshan, which is in the vicinity of 5000 to 3000 BC, and Erlito, which is something like 1900 to 1350 BC. The tombs in all these places were often large, and all sorts of giftation and culture emerged long before there was an empire. The 3 pre-imperial dynasties, the Xia, Shang and Zhou, were kings, not emperors, and their realms were said to have been in the area of the Yellow River Basin. And it was from the central plain area, shown as the cradle of China, that Chinese civilization and culture is said to have developed and then radiated outwards. But archaeological sites have found that there were people living along the Yangtze River at the same period of time. So it is now considered less likely that those 3 pre-imperial...
See our child?
Is that him? Oh, we're gonna do it together.
Oh, okay. Ready? There we go. Good evening, Master. I usually like the short version. Yes.
A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Magellan Lounge. Tonight we offer you musical variety showtime. Rolling, 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 rolling like a river. Michael, for Trish, and for Romeo. Folks, tonight we have a little bit of everything for you tonight that's musical. This great entertainment team. Do you like Neil Diamond? Thank God for that. If you know the words, sing along. And where it began, well, I can't begin to know him, but then I know it's growing strong. I was in the spring carousel, then spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? Hands in the air, come on people, here we go. Hands, oh yeah, we're touching hands, we're reaching out, touching me, oh yeah, I'm touching you, you know the words, come on people. Sweet Caroline, and good times never seem so good, so good, so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would, but now I look at the night and it don't seem so lonely, and we fill it up with only two. And when I heard backing singers, curtain runs off my shoulder. How can I hurt when I'm holding you? Here we go, come on now. And warm, oh yeah, we're touching warm. We're reaching out, come on, Carousel. Touching me, oh yeah, I'm touching you. You know the words, feel the love, come on. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good, so good, so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would. Sweet, no, no. Everybody in the room tomorrow, folks, we're in Hong Kong, put your hands together. Let's have some fun tonight. Woo! Hey! Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good, so good, so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would. Sweet, no. Everybody in the room, I want to hear you singing. Come on, let's take a roof off. Sweet Caroline, those good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would. Sweet Caroline, give yourselves a round of applause. What a crowd, all 20 of you. Yes, folks, tonight we do have a great show in store for you, and even better, Rachel Williams, our assistant cruise director, she's performing tonight. The first time this cruise you'll hear her sing. Incredible voice. Rachel, we think she's got an airline fracture of her wrist, but she's a true professional. She wants to perform for you this evening. Without further ado, folks, I want to introduce you to our wonderful singers from Manila in the Philippines with their tribute to the late, great Patrick Swayze.
Now I've had time of my life, and I never felt like this before. And I swear it's the truth, and I owe it all to you.
'Cause I had the time of my life, and I owe it all to you.
Shooting our eyes, there's no need to disguise it.
Saw the writing on the wall as we felt this magical fantasy. Now with passion in our eyes, there's no way we can disguise secretly. So we take each other's hand as we seem to understand.
this way before. Yes, I swear it's the truth, and I owe it all to you. 'Cause I had the time of my life. No, I never felt this way before. Yes, I swear it's the truth, and I owe it all to you. 'Cause I had the time of my life. No, I searched through every open door till I found the truth, and I owe it all to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our Welsh songbird.
Roddy?
Yeah, his age, 12.
That's the way she talks, yeah.
Well, but
You guys were leaving it all. Okay. And I'll tell you, I know that I had some shirts made. The problem is my body didn't stay the same.
I'm gonna say, give me a little. What are you gonna do today?
This one. And you just go up to the top of Victoria's
cable car.
The cable car. And it's sort of neat. And then you look down at Hong Kong disappearing as you go up. City. That's what that is.
Wow. Would you do it?
Water. You see the faces of the fishermen on the boat. Well, you're right, that could have been the old airport, but the Chinese decided, or the Hong Kong Chinese decided that
Well, my mom just rang our doorbell like 2 times. Thanks. Making a rush hour 4? Where'd you come out of that? It's all foggy.
So, I have a feeling from China.
Who's this?
The doctor downstairs. Judge, what?
Look at this building here, and this one, glass structure. It's like a building within a building. How much do you pay for that one?
That was one? Yeah.
Alright. Okay.
oh, which one's right?
This
But they have different
Hong Kong's and
That's the addition on the peninsula.
All these region in front of them.
I see.
big.
So then the peninsula.
Yeah.
I'm here? Yes, all right. So first of all, I'd like to introduce myself, and I'm Lily. And it's my pleasure to be your guide. Okay, oh, we're twins. All right, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day, then I can't wait to go to our first stop right now, Victoria Peak, okay? And since you're the first time here, I need to give you some recommendation because although you're here for just a day, there's something that you might want to do on your own, okay? And in fact, Hong Kong is so small, it's not a big city, and you can go every place all by yourself. Okay, the first one you cannot miss is the one on the right-hand side. This one here, the Star Ferry. Okay, according to the Discovery Channel, this is one of the 50 things that you have to do in your lifetime. So don't miss the Star Ferry. Well, if you miss that, you probably have to come back to Hong Kong again, which I think you don't mind. Okay. All right. So when you take a ferry from here, when you get out the ship, you go one floor down, just like what you did, and you go right. Go straight up to the right-hand side, all the way down to the end. That will be top deck of the ship and face to this side, face to the Hong Kong Island, and the light show will start at 8 o'clock in the evening. It only lasts for 15 minutes, so you can handle that, okay? All right, if you want to go outside, so if you want to leave the ship, well, because the light show usually has a background music, and I don't know whether your ship has provided music or not. So if you want to leave the ship, and then you just go to the Star Ferry, and it's next to the Star Ferry. I would like to show you one hotel, which is the oldest hotel of Hong Kong. This one here with a fountain is the Peninsula. It's the oldest hotel for 82 years old. When you see the Peninsula, and you will find the main street, Nathan Road, that starts from the Peninsula. So this is the oldest hotel. And people like to get high tea at the Peninsula, but I don't know how much time you have, or whether you want to have time for high tea, because this is always the best place. But when you find Peninsula Hotel, and you're going to find the main street, Nathan Road, start from here. Well, there's one thing I have to remind you. If you want to cross the street, and don't follow any strangers. So I guess you might have that experience already. But now, we're going to have the Dragon Ball races today. Okay, look at these people. So, I don't... That's right. I think by the time you come back, maybe it's already over. To get a ferry back to this side, you will have to get one and ride to get on a little sampan to see the life of it for yourself. Okay? And the fee should be back to the most famous one is the Hong Kong University, and that's where Dr. Sun Yat-sen was educated. So Dr. Sun Yat-sen is just like George Washington. Okay, now, would you please look ahead of you? Do you see that building, the one like a little orange? Dark orange? Okay, brown. So that building is an apartment, and that one is go now because they're gonna get some money in the future. Okay, now look at these traffic here. This is normal. That's the reason. Sorry, get taxi to the Star Ferry and get ferry over. Okay, now live. So that's why now there are more and more people staying in the new territory. Well, I'd like to recommend to you. So I took a train from Hong Kong, Chinese department stores, shopping arcades, and I'm not driving that side. We are driving on the wrong, change it back to the other side. So everything is so complicated if we have to do that. That's why we just keep on driving on this side. One country where to come back to get back to the bus. So we take one-way tram up and we take a bus down to the bottom. So make sure you don't get lost. Okay. All right. Now, would you please look to your right? This is the Hong Kong Island. Look at the right-hand side. Do you see there's one tall building? There's one there. Okay, on the other side. So this is the tallest building of Hong Kong. So that's the reason why people live way high. And look at these girls. There are a bunch of girls walking there. So these are all the Filipinos working in Hong Kong. And it's a Sunday, so it's a day off for these girls. And then they all like to go to the church.
Watch your step.
guitar. I mean, look at that.
That is breathtaking.
Okay, I would like to show you two photographs. There are two pictures we're going to compare. I'm going to pass around. So the first picture was taken in the year 2006. So it's pretty much like today. Okay, you're going to see like, oh, the tallest building is not finished. So, but at least you see the major buildings of Hong Kong. But the other picture you could compare with, it was taken in 1952. Wow. So 54 years apart, and you can see how much change in 54 years of time, especially edges. Sharp, sharp, sharp. Okay. In feng shui expert makes a good money in Hong Kong. Okay. All right. Now.
Boat. Boat right here. Go to hit. Whoa. What's happening? Next time we go.
Brown boat right there. I mean, that red and white one. Yeah. Awesome. Just like that red and white.
It's the most famous floating restaurant in the world.
Having a good time. They're doing barbecue, so it's 250. in Hong Kong because we're supposed to get some people from China cheaper to work in Hong Kong. No, we don't want to do that because these girls, they contribute their time to the Hong Kong families and we want them to work for us. And again, one old building because there's not a lot of old buildings remaining in Hong Kong, casual wear and souvenirs. So if you want to get some good quality, our governor is not from Beijing. It's the Beijing government. And our governor, he was elected by 800 people. So that's what we call election. Okay? It's only elected by 800 people. And those 800 people are from 38 business sectors. Would you please look to your left-hand side? So now you can see the deep water bay. Ocean Park. So there's a cable car that goes along the hill for about 10 minutes. But of course, and then there's an escalator on the other side. Okay, so how do you like Hong Kong so far? Let me ask you. You like it? Okay, and was built by the Hong Kong Jockey Club. It's the money from the gamblers. So I don't gamble, so that means I did not contribute anything, but it's a Catholic cemetery, it's a private cemetery. But dying also is a little bit costly. So having a grave in Hong Kong is about 35,000 American money. It's way too expensive, so that's why we do have cremation here. But there are people in Hong Kong, they don't like it. They don't like the idea of cremation. So that's why we need to have another way for that. There's another way for that. So there's one way that we call it 50-50. Okay, any idea what 50-50 is? Yeah, you're right. Okay, so first of all, when these people pass away, and they will be buried in the land for just 7 years. So that means after 7 years, time's up. We have to open up the grave and everybody out, please. Out, okay? And there will be another person staying there for another 7 years. So that means every 7 years, a new resident. Every 7 years, a cycle. Go. Look at that. Wow, look at that. Okay, and now the other side. Racetrack. Hong Kong Jockey Club. Behind it. This one, it's over 160 years old. It looks so good. So Hong Kong Jockey. No, I am not a British. That I'm not allowed to work or stay in England. They found it is more convenient. Alright, and now we're back to the tunnel. Okay, you're gonna see the tall building. There's one tall building. Can you see that? The one with the square top? That one? And this is our highest, the next highest building of Hong Kong is 118 floors. It's 484 meters. And there is a Ritz-Carlton Hotel on the top. Okay, this is what they're doing now. This is the Dragon Boat races.
It's a beautiful sailboat. See it?
Oh my god, I'm gorgeous. I thought you said it was a dragon. Dragon.
empty. Well, we're back. Beautiful, yeah. Beats New York hands down.
This area over here.
I don't understand what the Samsung building is. Still the same thing. Whoa, look at the tall one shooting out green lights. Look, see it?
There you go. There go the lasers.
This one's got like a turquoise stripe in front of it, green or whatever it is.
I thought the whole city skyline was gonna be like then it'd be like a wave sort of thing.
Look at that round building over there. Back of the Samsung. Every now and again, another building does a little something.
Oh, look at the dome right there. See it?
Yeah.
Lighting up.
You gotta keep watching. It keeps doing other stuff. Look at the Louvre building. It's like weird.
Well, look at that building. You see it? It's a purple with a yellow stripe down through it. See? If you look at it, you see a tree shadow. It's going on for 8 minutes. I can't believe it's been 8 minutes already.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our fantastic Chinese acrobats. Now, hula hoop queen. And now we take you to the Chinese fan dance. The fan dance was a typical Chinese classical dance which could only be performed before the emperors and empresses in ancient China. The dance was usually performed in the palaces to entertain the imperial VIPs and as a gesture of welcome to the guests. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chinese fan dance.
Suburbs of Paris.
Right.
Where they employ. Yeah. And where there's 60% unemployment.
Yeah.
But, well,